EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the Hoosier State at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Denver Broncos and the Indianapolis Colts.
To kick off for the Broncos.
Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. Off we go from downtown Indianapolis. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on.
On play action, Richardson. That's complete, and it's Adonai Mitchell. Down the sideline. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A huge play right off the bat. 47 yards.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready.
On the ground for the first time. Here comes Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play.
Taylor loses the football. How about that? The quarterback able to spot the ball on the ground, gets on it, and keeps it for the offense. 3rd and 10.
Hawk 70.
From the gun, Richardson. Flush to his right. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Surtain.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. And this play's going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Denver first down. Off the play fake, here's Nix. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. 32 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A run with Dobbins. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
2nd and 10. They'll run with the 2nd-round pick in the April draft. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. This is caught at 2. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I may be able to get 1 yard.
That is caught side of the end zone. Evan Ingram, touchdown Broncos. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On 1st down, they'll start with Hill. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Not a great start by this running back here in the 1st half, Mike. He had a fumble earlier. Now he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to get more out of this run game as the rest of this game moves along.
And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Big Grover Stewart. He gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
At their own 47-yard line.
Ready? Go!
On first down, it's Richardson. Flush to his right. He'll tuck it and take off.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. Now trying to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. Here's Ryan Wright now. He's on for the second time to try to get something inside the 10. And a pretty good punt there. Fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And he's going to be out of bounds up at the 25-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with first and 10. Throwing is Nix. Moving outside the pocket. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. On the bootleg, it's Nix. Forced out left. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he will score. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He gets it to go. Broncos move out on top, 14-0.
14. Colts nothing. Will Lutz to kick off.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return, it's Mitchell. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Out of shotgun, Richardson. throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Forced to his right. Now he takes off. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the first down. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Richardson to throw. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he will score! Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indy. Mevis, good on the extra point. And the Colts are on the board. It's now 14-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
47-yard line.
And in motion is Ingram. Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. He connects with Mims. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 5. Toss left side, that's Harvey. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy game, and they pick up the 1st down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they'll take this down inside the 35. The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down.
1st down, Denver.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. That's caught right side. It's Franklin. And he's into the end zone. Troy Franklin. Touchdown, Broncos. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Anthony Gould now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Richardson to throw here on first and 10. Now a deep ball from Mitchell. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Here's Richardson. Completing this one to Downs. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. They'll look to pick this up third and a yard. Open man left side. He's got it. A gain there of 10 yards. That's good for a Colts first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Throwing on second down, Richardson. Right side, that is hauled in by Warren. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Warriors 17. Let's go now. Viking 18.
From the gun, Richardson. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Adonai Mitchell, the intended target. And it'll be second down.
Viking 18.
They'll run a draw now with Taylor. He looks forward for maybe a yard. John Franklin Myers there to make the tackle.
A 1-yard pickup.
They need to get to the 22, but now face third down. Throwing, Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
On for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Colts cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
At their own 47-yard line.
Play action now. It's Nix on the run to the right. That is run in downfield by Sutton. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, that is a run with Harvey. And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's 2nd down. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. It is 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll take it on in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. His second touchdown of this first half.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Colts 10. Will Lutz to kick off.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Here's Gould on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Gould on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. He's middle, and he's got down. And we'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
13 yards.
And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Richardson going to look to throw. He'll be forced outright. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. The return starts at the 13. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
And in motion is Ingram. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Headed left, buying time. Taking off, and he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
On second down, it's Nix. Forced out to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Third and 7. Nix from the gun on third down. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Man in motion is Ingram. They'll run it with Dobbins out of the pistol. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Throw it. Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
RPO, quick throw. There's Sutton. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
That is caught. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
Yeah, so what I like here is it's not only a really good play call, but it was really well executed by the quarterback. So they used the bootleg to get their quarterback out of the pocket, change the launch point, and then they pair that with a really nice concept downfield. He uncovers wide open.
And he will do it himself. He's in. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Broncos. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return, it's Mitchell. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Lions. Here we go. Set. 18, 60 Eagles. 6.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. That one brought in by Warren. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 25, here's second down and 7.
Let's go. 19, 18, 5 here. Buffalo 18.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. Low, right side, pulled in by Mitchell. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Now a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Richardson. Open man, right side. He's got it. A gain there of 11. First down, Indianapolis.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Broncos say they have it, and yes, they do.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. Mims sent in motion here. 2nd down. Nix. He connects with Mims. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's caught left side by Ingram. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Broncos.
Bombers.
To throw is Nix. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll lead to a second down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
They send Sutton in motion. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Dobbins going to get it now as we start the 4th. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And this time, he's in. Hey, Dobbins. Touchdown, Denver. And another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all offseason long, to start your season and build some early momentum. Gives you a lot of flexibility and wiggle room as the rest of this season plays on.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. On 1st down, it's Richardson. Over the middle, he's got Warren. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
16 yards.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the
From the gun, Richardson. A dive and a catch. Incredible. These two moving the chains themselves. A gain of 14 and a 1st down.
Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Richardson to throw. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
On 2nd down, Richardson. That's caught. It's Mitchell. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 2.
19.
Here's Richardson. It is brought in the end zone. And 9, Mitchell. Touchdown, Colts. The kicking team off for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Colts cut into the lead a little bit.
Colts 17.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And that kick goes out of bounds right away. And that is a big mistake because that ball's going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line. Nix, now to throw it here on first down. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On the ground, it's ball. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Man in motion is Ingram. On second down, it's Nix. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll motion the slot man right. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Colts 17.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Here's Gould on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Lions. Ready. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
On first and 10, here's Richardson. Pushed out to his right. Now he'll run. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Buffalo 8. Trap 60. Trap 6.
Looking to throw. Richardson. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Throwing on second down, Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 4.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Dragon 60. 18. Pioneer.
From the gun on third down, Richardson. A gain of 11 on that one. That's good for a Colts first down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense get a little lackadaisical.
And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1. Now it is first and goal. Throwing is Richardson. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up second and goal.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
A second down throw for Richardson. moving to his right. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
He'll let Richardson run this himself. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Field goal not going to help much at this point. They've got to go for it on 4th and goal.
Come on. 18 Rattler, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
Now Richardson. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
On 1st down, it's Harvey. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Run once more, that's Harvey. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage, no gain.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Man in motion is Ingram. He'll try to run here with Harvey. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 20. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Denver 1st down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big-time play for the Broncos. 31 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Vaughn. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
5. Running is Vaughn. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to 2-0. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.